where the Wester World grass was, and he said it was bloody hard. Anyway, the bit of moisture we've got, we're just trying to break these cobbles up a bit, and then hopefully next week they'll get a bit of wet dry, and then we'll hit it, you know, so it crumbles. So I think I don't know, a lot of people talk about direct drilling and min till and one thing or another, saving fuel, and I just think you need to, that seed needs the best start you can give it. You know, if half of it don't grow, what's point putting it in ground? So if we can make a real nice seed bed, by this long field, it's 1 kilometre long, this, and it's 10 acre, so that's how long it is, because look how narrow it is. Yeah, it's 1 kilometre long, and it borders Pockling Canal, just beyond them trees at the bottom. And it's so many different land types. I know I keep talking about me land types, but there's real heavy, quite heavy clay at this end, and then there's some gravel at the top, and a bed of sand, and then there's this white stuff coming up where there's like gravel underneath. A very productive field if you can get it worked right, or back it's hard at your end. It really is. And I noticed the maize next door is really losing its colour. I reckon we'll be one of the first on the list to be knocked over. Just inspecting our maize, and it's starting to go off, it's starting to lose a bit of colour. And I presume our local contracting gang, Chris and Harry and his gang, won't be long before they're starting to mop it up. But very disappointing this year. I don't know whether it was cold land when it got drilled, or whether it was the sort of lack of sun, but it hasn't really got going, you know. Like usually it's like bloody small trees and half as big again. And yeah, very disappointing really. No, there won't be a massive yield. See, this down edge can't have got no slurry, and you can see the difference between this stuff and that. But yeah, all we gave it was a deluge of slurry and some 4-yard muck, and I never gave it no nitrogen whatsoever. So maybe it's been fairly cheap to grow, but there is talk about building a clamp for next year, but whether we do, I don't know. Which is, can you just pile it up against soil with a sheet? I don't know. Or bales, which is best, or spend the money and put some concrete panels in. We've got Sexy Fingers drilling this land. It's that long field what I powered on Sunday, but Christ, it's knotty. But it's that type of land what's unforgiving. If it does get wet, it takes some drying out. These clots just mould into one, and they just take some drying out. So, but the yon end of field's perfect, absolutely perfect. This end of field, there's about 2 acre, 3 acre of horribleness. So I think he'll have to go down a range of gears into bottom gears. He'll be in B range up there, and he'll have to go down into A range down here, which ain't hardship, but you just end up with a pile of seed and then no seed a little bit as you start and stop the drill. That's the beauty of a vario gearbox, isn't it? A fantastic job. There's a couple of discs we'll have to free off there. We've been trailing a bit, they just get stones behind the scraper. Yeah, it's quite moist. Another good thing we bought from that, the GPS, the little GPS steering wheel thing, because he can't, Sexy Fingers can't drive straight for toffee. And I was a bit against this GPS when it first started coming about, but I thought it was for lazy farmers. But Christ, once you've had it, you won't want to go back, would you? Because your day's so efficient, isn't it? You know, you're on the mark, you aren't overlapping, you go home a lot fresher. Yeah, it's the future, isn't it? Next they'll be driverless, won't they? Don't think so in my lifetime. Totally different machine now. We've washed it off, and we've had it running, and all the hydraulics work and everything. I mean, will never work, I don't think, because it's been exposed to the elements too long, and there's water behind the buttons, so there's damp in there. But no, she's very good. I mean, it's been bodged up a little bit in there, strengthened up for the better. The blades are good, and tub's very solid, and elevator is okay. Elevator probably will need a belt in time, but we're thinking of keeping it to use it. So yeah, mix a better ration for our cattle, trying to finish them, get them ready a bit faster. This New Holland 644 crop cutter is destined, it's off to Ireland, its first stop, and then it's an exporter's bought it in Ireland and he's sending it from there. So Christ, there'll be some transport on it before it's finished. Christ, we exported some of these back in the day. Have you got any blocks of wood out, or you're alright on stand? Jobbed. Can't understand a word he says, like. That is very strong Irish accent. That's all I'm sort of understanding. For sure. We just washed this trailer off for a mate of ours, Jake's, well, lad who does slurry. And he wants rid of it. So anybody want a real tidy little 8-ton Bailey trailer, which is as solid as out, there's no rust underneath, it's as clean as a whistle, tip's perfect, it's only got standard door, it's got a bit of an on-built easy sheet on, which is all complete and works, and with the rod, but it's a tidy little trailer, as near a £4 as we can, and I think it's worth every penny, to be honest. Anybody wanting a little seed trailer to put an ogre on back, or for their meal or something like that? I mean, it's perfect in every way, and it won't be real modern. I would say it's sort of late 80s, 90s. Maybe say on the it must be quite old, because there's no one in the Bailey trailer code. Code lock. Let's have a look at this thing. Oh, bloody hell. 1993 you would say. Or there could be 2000, that'll be rating on axles I would say. Yeah, I would say 93. Yeah, look, beauty. Yeah, £4 anybody wants a cheap trailer. Last job of the day, Friday night. Go around these bloody horrible things and I'm knocking out. It's only about 5 o'clock, but it's the bloody most miserablest day we've had in a while, so I think we deserve a bit of an early finish. And showed this little fella who's boss today, because there was no tin it this morning, and that's number 5 rat I've had since I set my trap. I keep moving it, and yeah, number 5. So, and that one there this morning, so I've got in through day. So yeah, I showed him who's boss, didn't I? So right, from a rough hard farm in East Yorkshire, a wet hard farm in East Yorkshire actually was today, bye for now.